Welcome. This week I'll be going over how to paint white fur. If you find the video useful, make sure to subscribe. I've been posting videos every 6 days since the beginning of the year and I plan to continue till the end of it. Before I began working on the fur, I base coated the crevices close to it so not to stain them in case I make any mistakes later. These are the colors I'll be using. As you can see, there is no white here since white lions are not truly white but a very pale yellow. The first step was to base coat the fur with medium gray. I diluted the paint slightly and applied 2 coats to achieve full opacity. I then diluted burnt umber in a 1:4 ratio with water and applied it all over as a wash. You could use a proper wash for this step, but as you'll see, it is not necessary. A pinch of black was added to the burnt umber, and I aimed this second wash at the separation between the upper elements like the braids and the rest of the fur cape. I also applied it towards the bottom as well as where the fur met the armor. To begin highlighting, I mixed pale sand and medium gray. My brush was loaded with too much paint after mixing, so I removed the excess on my palette and twist to get my bristles to a tip. I then begin to highlight the fur, placing my brush sideways, so as to only catch the raised details, and prevent the brush from reaching the groups where the wash created shadows. Just in case, each time I pick up paint I go over my finger 1 or 2 times, to make sure I have just the right amount of paint. This technique is pretty similar to dry brushing, except I have much more control on where I place my highlights. After going over all the fur, I applied a coat of pure pale sand, but this time going over the top facing surfaces like the shoulders and the top half of the braids. After painting the rest of the model, here is the end result. Make sure to tune in next week as I begin to work on my Leviathan box for 40k.